Good morning, everybody. Zoe here. What is up? It is 7:30 on June 24th. I just woke up. I had a pretty good night last night. Um, I was supposed to get married yesterday. Something I said I would never do again, and well, I did. I was going to. I, I don't know. It's weird being that one person that you never know what you're gonna come up with, and you meet somebody that starts off as being really nice and really caring, and then just like automatically like just flips on you because you don't do things. Like, I won't get into that part yet because I haven't touched base the on the other relationships, and I think I need to touch base on that. So in this video, we're gonna touch base on my first three relationships and how that kind of started to shape my future, I guess you could say. So, like, okay. So, when I was 15, I met this girl I used to go to school with. And I I really liked her. Like, I liked her a lot. And she was so cool. And we started kind of going out, kind of talking and going out, and like I hid who I really was from her because I was again I was ashamed of wanting to be something like this, and I know and I realize now I shouldn't have been, and I realize that it probably wasn't a good idea to hide who I was, which in turn makes this whole transition now a lot harder because like I have already gone through the puberty of being a male and now I'm going through the puberty of being a female. So it's like it's double painful. So like me and her never did anything. Like she was younger, way younger than I was, and I was like 16, 17. And like I wanted to respect her and I wanted to treat her with respect because that's who she was. So like we dated for I don't know how long, 2, 3 years when I moved from like 2007 I believe till 2010. And when we broke up, I didn't want to be myself anymore. I didn't want to. I just wanted to die. Like I literally tried to commit suicide twice. And when I did try to commit suicide twice, I pulled the trigger and the gun didn't go off. And it's like, okay, let's change the bullet. I pulled the trigger again, the gun didn't go off. So maybe that was a higher power telling me to, I have bigger plans for you. Like, you will be something someday. And looking back on it now, with me going to college and me going through what I have gone through, I kind of understand that now. And everything has just been better in a sense. So, 2009, we moved from Texas to Arkansas. And I stayed home being, what, almost like 18, 17, 18. And I started working with my dad at a factory in Arkansas, and like I wanted to go to school for automotive because that's what I at first that's what I thought I was supposed to do. Like it's not really what I had it's what I had a passion for it. I just didn't have the I don't know how I'm going to say this, but I had the passion, but I didn't have the fire. As to now, I'm going to college for culinary arts, which I love to cook. I really do. Like I love cooking in general. Like it's so creative. It's so much more easier for me. Not really easier, but I have something that I love, and I finally feel like that's something I care about. So I started working at Butterball, and like all the girls there, they loved me. Like because I was so respectful. Like I wouldn't like get on to them. I would fuck with the guys, but I would treat the girls with respect. Like they respected me. And a couple years later, when I was getting ready to go off to college and I had saved a lot of money to go to school, I met this girl on Facebook, and like we started talking, and she treated me really good for this time. And then when I went to see her, I found out she was strictly lesbian, which she told me not. She lied to me, and it shaped that was the beginning downfall. That was the beginning towards my downfall, to where I went downhill. Like I had everything ready to go to school. I was getting ready to start my student loans, and when I met her, I just boo. That was my first experience with marijuana, and like I like I didn't really I liked it, but I didn't. But it took the pain away from my ex that we broke up with. I broke up with. I won't say her name for privacy purposes in case she is watching this, but she knows who she is. And I started smoking the weed and everything, and I didn't go home for days. I went wild, I guess you could say. Like, and after she did what she did, basically turned me try not really she didn't really want to be with a man. She wanted to be with a woman, and I didn't get that picture right away. So it it shaped it didn't really ruin me. Like it pushed me into trying again because I wanted to be that son for my parents that they wanted. I wanted to give them grandkids and give them everything that they wanted out of a son. So I was trying so hard that I was actually ruining myself. So I get a place up in Arkansas, in Northwest Arkansas, and I start seeing this girl that I actually still talk to. Me and her are like sisters now, and we realize now that we are best friends better than we were as a couple. So we go through some shit, and like yeah, I I had talked to her about my feelings, and she wanted me to express them, but I was like, I'm too nervous to do it in a sense. Like I didn't want to be that guy that oh, well, you turned me gay. Not necessarily gay, you turned me into a woman. I didn't want her to have that. And I think now that I'm thinking back on it, that was probably the worst mistake I did. I should have just transitioned from there. So this is what we will continue this in another video. Um, I hope you guys have a great and beautiful day, and enjoy life because it's too short. Enjoy life. Like y'all have a beautiful day.